Today is the big FOMC day. Will we see the Fed start to pivot and end quantitative tightening? Will it send risk assets like Bitcoin and altcoins higher? One crypto tokenization project is going public on the stock market, and one altcoin is being bought aggressively by a new digital asset treasury company. This is your Altcoin Buzz News. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Cody, and if you're new here, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you know when I drop latest content. Follow us on Twitter, Altcoin Buzz Alpha, and as always, is not financial advice, and wish the best of luck in your crypto ventures. Also, make sure to join us for our X Spaces, Tuesday to Friday at 9 a.m. EST, link down below. Alright, good morning, you guys. Today is the big FOMC day. We're going to see if Jerome Powell is more dovish today, if he gives signs of ending of quantitative tightening and stealth QE potentially, if we are going to have another rate cut in December. All these things are going to be determined at his speech afterwards today around 2:30 p.m. EST. We will probably get a rate cut because it's pretty much priced in at this point that we will have. There's like 98% odds that there is a rate cut. And so I think Bitcoin, has kind of priced that in. It's kind of going sideways. More so, we're waiting to see what he says at his speech, if he's more dovish or hawkish. And that is going to really determine the price action for today. We could see a risk on rally if he is more dovish today. But we also could at the same time see a little bit of a sell-off before then into a rally. And it's going to be very erratic. There's going to be a lot of volatility today. I wouldn't recommend, trading it with tight stop losses because I think it's going to whipsaw in both directions, maybe a Darth Maul kind of candle. But overall, we do look decent right here. If there was no, FOMC today, I'd say this kind of does look great. We came up into resistance here. We're now retesting it, consolidating around $113,000 right now. And I could see us, potentially going through this next level of resistance on the next try. And so this doesn't look terrible to me right now, but it really depends on what happens at the FOMC today. So now starting off today, we have Ash Crypto saying the Fed FOMC rate cut decision will be announced around 2 p.m. tomorrow, which is today. The market is expecting a 25 basis point rate cut at this meeting, so it won't impact the market much. What's even more important is Powell's speech, which will start at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The job market is already cooked, and last week's CPI also came in lower than expected. Along with that, U.S. economic activity is also slowing down due to the government shutdown, and all these things are enough for Powell to be dovish, but there's more to it. For the first time in 2025, bank reserves at the Fed have fallen below $3 trillion. This means the Fed will also be thinking about ending its quantitative tightening program. Even JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs are expecting that the Fed QT program will end at October's FOMC meeting. This will probably be the first major risk on signal since Q3 2019, when the Fed ended the quantitative tightening program. I'm expecting this FOMC meeting to be more dovish, which will provide the fuel for the next rally. And so unfortunately, Bitcoin has been kind of chopping around while stocks and gold and everything are hitting all-time highs. So we'll have to see if this is kind of the meeting that will send Bitcoin and crypto assets higher. All these other risk assets in the stock market have been, hitting new all-time highs daily. So hopefully this is the time that, Bitcoin and altcoins can catch up. We also have at the same time Bradley sharing that this is huge. France has tabled a bill to buy up to 420,000 Bitcoin, or 2% of the supply. And we thought Bitcoin demand was already incredibly strong. So France is putting a bill forward to potentially buy up to 2% of the bill. They do talk about that they will, confiscate it from different seizures of different illicit, activities. But then they'll also plan to buy over the next 7 to 8 years. And they want to buy up to 2%. Then we have Matt Hogan, the chief investment officer at Bitwise, who responded to this. And he says, the thing that the market is underestimating: one, the likelihood that sovereigns buy Bitcoin in size in the next few years, the likelihood that the U.S. passes the Clarity Act in late 2025 or early 2026, and the speed at which tokenization and stablecoins will grow. And lastly, the fact that the debasement trade will become significantly more popular, not less, in 2026. And we also have Kevin O'Leary, who says that the Clarity Act will become law within the next 90 days.
It's coming soon, but I'm really excited because the Clarity Act will be law probably in the next 90 days, further defining the law towards this vision I'm giving you.
And then moving on to Securitize, which we know through Ondo and BlackRock. Securitize, the leading tokenization platform, is to become a public company at a $1.25 billion valuation via business combination with Cantor Equity Partners. We also have Securitize sharing that tokenization is the single greatest opportunity in all of finance, sharing this estimated growth in tokenization through 2023 up to $18.9 trillion, with it currently sitting at $0.6 trillion. So a huge growth over the next 8 years. And that's a conservative estimate. We also have the DeFi investor saying the total RWA value is up 125% this year alone, and it keeps surging. Arbitrum, Avalanche, Polygon, and Ethereum are leading in the 30-day growth, and tokenization is inevitable. And we also have the Securitize CEO Carlos Domingo, who says RWA tokenization is unavoidable.
Earlier this year, Robinhood announced that some of its European-based customers could start trading tokens that represent shares of U.S. equities. Kraken and Coinbase are also talking about using this tech. How do you view their efforts specifically?
I think tokenization of public equities is a very interesting problem, especially when it comes to like broaden the distribution, the access for international markets. I think that these early projects that have been announced, and some of them already existing, they're a bit misleading because they don't really tokenize the equity. They're just derivatives or wrappers that give you kind of like price access, but not the real asset. So I think that we're in the very, very early days of deciding how the tokenization of public equities is going to happen, but I'm very excited about it, and we've been also participating in the space, and I'm very bullish about the potential.
CoinEx is one of the best exchanges you haven't heard of. Like Gate.io or Mexi, they offer a lot of coins, but more importantly, they offer the high quality coins you want. In fact, over 800 coins and over 1,200 trading pairs are available. They also have a great new program going on right now as well. Just sign up with the link below and you get up to $100 USDT to help your account get going. The offer is only good until November 9th, so get in there and get your bonuses soon. So click the link down below and give CoinEx a try today. And moving on to Solana, we have, it's official, Western Union, the world's largest money transfer business, is now building exclusively on Solana. We also have Ali Charts, who says 24.5 million Solana was accumulated around $189. That's a major support zone to watch. So we are sitting just above that right now. We also have Cointelegraph sharing that Grayscale's Solana Trust ETF is now approved for a listing and registration on the New York Stock Exchange, with trading beginning tomorrow, actually today. So another spot Solana ETF in the United States. So we had Grayscale's, but we also had the Bitwise and the staking one, which went live yesterday. And then we have the CEO of Western Union talking about why they're building specifically on Solana.
So for 175 years, we've been connecting people with technology, and we've been using that technology to move money. This is the next evolution, moving to digital assets and the ability to move money seamlessly, cost effectively, and rapidly everywhere around the world, using the infrastructure and the scale we already have with modern blockchain technology. We think this is the next evolution, not just in our history, but in how remittances happen around the world. If you're Western Union and you're already moving $100 billion a year across borders, picking a partner that does exactly that, fast, efficient, stable, and secure, is really, really important. And so we went and looked at most of the other alternatives and came to the conclusion for an institutional use case like ours, the Solana blockchain was the right choice for us.
Now, Solana is looking pretty good here. Now, it does also depend on what happens at FOMC today. I think there will be a lot of volatility, so this chart could change a lot throughout the day. But what we did want to see is we want to see it reclaim this level around $209, which will create a new series of higher highs and higher lows if we get back above this level here. So we are waiting for this to happen. We are getting closer right now. But I will say I do expect a lot of volatility today. So this chart could change a lot throughout the day, but this is what we want to see. And it's starting to look pretty good right now. And then moving on to not telling, saying Say is growing so fast, and I have no doubt they're going to come out on top. $10 billion plus in DEX volume. dApps are already doing really well in Say, like Yay Finance, DragonSwap, Takaraland, and Gamma. Has more daily active addresses than all the competitors, and institutions are bringing RWAs onto Say fast. We also have Kyron, who says, in a few months, Say has gone from a high-speed DeFi layer 1 to now one of the fastest RWA chains in momentum. Laser Digital, BlackRock, Hamilton Lane, Apollo, Brevin Howard, and Ondo, at least to say the RWA development has been explosive. We also have Sujal, who says, on this day 1 year ago, the Say network had 1.87 million users, and today they have 76.68 million users. That's an estimated 41x rise, averaging roughly 204,000 newly onboarded Say users every single day. And at this rate, the Say network will have over 100 million unique users in under a few months, which is huge growth for Say. And I think it's going to continue to do well, especially in RWA. Now, Say is not looking the strongest. I mean, it's kind of going sideways. Everything after this massive sell-off earlier this month has kind of just been hovering and chopping sideways underneath the point of breakdown. And so while we are looking for this level to be reclaimed now, which is 23.5 cents, this is the last high here. So we're waiting for this level to be reclaimed to create a new series of higher highs and higher lows and change the market structure back to an uptrend. So we're looking for this right now, but we are just kind of chopping sideways. So it's not the strongest right now, but the fundamentals are strong. I think when the market does start to turn around, Say will be one of the stronger ones as well. So I don't have any doubts about that, but right now it's just kind of chopping sideways, not much to do until we really reclaim this level around 23.5 cents. And moving on, we have Ripple-backed Evernorth scoops up $1 billion in XRP out of its NASDAQ debut. Is this the next big catalyst for XRP? So a huge digital asset treasury scooping up $1 billion for XRP. We also have XRPs flashing a strong bullish signal with Evernorth's $1 billion accumulation and record exchange outflows, fueling expectations of a surge towards $3 this November. So they share this, accumulation zone, higher highs, higher lows, this trend line going upwards towards $3. But at the same time, we also have Ali Chart, who says XRP is up 13% in the past few days, but whales seem to be taking profits, offloading over 140 million tokens, which usually is Chris Larson, who tends to be selling the local tops of XRP in size. So it could very much be Chris Larson. But we also have JP Morgan, who says upcoming altcoin ETFs could draw $14 billion in inflows. The bank sees XRP ETFs topping $8 billion and Solana ETFs nearing $6 billion within just 12 months. Now, XRP is a little bit stronger right here. This has reclaimed this level. This is kind of what we wanted to see per se. We wanted to see it reclaim this level here, which we are doing right now, and get back above here. Once we get back above here, it's a lot stronger. So we are looking stronger on XRP than we are on SAY. And so I like it right here. I mean, we are coming into another major level of resistance. So it's not, the best idea to enter just right here. But I do like the market structure on this, and it is showing stronger signs than SAY is currently. So XRP is looking good. If we get a good FOMC today, this could push well above $2.75. And once we get back above this line, I think we're probably going towards $3, like you said, in early November. So XRP looking better than other altcoins right now. And then lastly for today, we have Myriad launches on BNB chain to expand in Asia. So according to Myriad, the expansion unlocks access to millions of potential users within the BNB chain ecosystem while advancing the project's goal of delivering fast, intuitive, and globally accessible prediction markets. A key highlight of the launch is automated markets, a feature built for speed and simplicity. These markets operate on short time frames and use auto-resolution, meaning outcomes are settled automatically without long waiting periods. The result is a smoother and faster prediction experience that keeps users continuously engaged. And this innovation reflects a growing trend in blockchain applications that prioritize real-time interaction, much like Polymarket's recent surge in user activity driven by short-term duration markets. Myriad aims to make on-chain predictions as seamless as possible. And the timing is also right. We've seen a huge surge in prediction markets. Data from DappRadar shows a steady increase in participation across prediction platforms, particularly in Asia, where mobile-first users favor instant and interactive financial products. Myriad's launch on the BNB chain is also a strategic entry point into Asia's expanding crypto landscape. The region has become a key growth driver for blockchain projects, with BNB Chain's active user base surpassing 1.5 million daily users, according to Binance Labs. And by offering localized features and language support, Myriad is positioning itself to serve this growing audience more effectively. So that is Myriad expanding into Asia. And that is the video for today, guys. We have FOMC today. Is going to be exciting. It's going to be volatile. Don't get chopped up trading it too much, because I do think we'll probably have up and down candles going into this. It's going to be a big one. It's already kind of priced in that we will have the rate cut. So it's more so what Jerome Powell is going to be saying in this speech. So don't get chopped up in the meantime. But that is the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow.